time din din obra. So, siguro, may mga nakasubscribe dito sa akin, student ko. Or, yeah, yung mga subscribers ko dito. And maybe you could relate to me because, yeah, we have in common, like, I'm criminologist and teacher. But, behind those academic things that I have, yeah. And it's been a long time since I posted my last video. So, parang tinatry kong mag-upload ng mga like, yung mga generated na informative video. But, parang mas okay sa akin siguro yung mga ganito. Like, being really human in front of all of you guys. So, yeah, last year, I decided to quit my corporate job because I just realized that I've been working in a corporate for so long. So, parang sabi ko, it was a time for me to build my own business. So yeah, I am currently already built my business. And hindi ako makapaniwala na along the way of building this business is I'm gonna learn different things that I would not have the opportunity to learn when I never started this until I started this one. So for the past 27 years that I've been living, ngayon ko lang to natutunan nung ako yung nag-start ng business. And I am praying to God and to the universe that I have the enough courage and wisdom to process it all and accept it all. Kasi ang hirap, ang sakit. And yeah, we're in an adulting era. And we're already adult. We're not we're not student anymore. We're not in the kindergarten anymore. So we've been living in the jungle economy. At ang sakit lang, natanggapin yung mga natutunan ko along the way. And sana when I'm gonna see this video soon or in the future, I have the courage to say na I'm so proud because na lampasan ko tong era na to. Sa lahat ng struggles ko sa buhay, this one of the most, yeah, I think this one of the most hard thing that I have to endure. And it is connected with people that I've been met along the way. Kasi ever since, my dream is to build business so that I could give job to a lot of people. So yeah, it sounds heroic and idealistic, but it is what it is. Until I become one. I become the one who's giving job. And sinampal ako ng katotohanan na napakasakit na kailangan ko tanggapin. But number one is people don't change. Uh, if ang isang full-grown man or woman or isang full-grown na tao is nagpakita sa'yo ng ugali niya, maniwala ka doon. Yun na yung final form. Kasi sabi pa, yun yung pinaka-ugali ng tao. Hindi na siya magbabago. Kung may pagbabago man, that's a little chance. And it's also written in Proverbs and Bible. What is written there is parang yung mga hardest things or scenario daw yung nagpapabago sa tao. Pero, napakaliit na chance nun. And, you're gonna save a lot of time and money if itanggapin nyo na yun. People don't change. If they cry to you, if they beg to you that they're gonna change afterwards, after you forgive them, don't believe them. Sila na yun. You can change a young dog, a puppy, to learn a new trick, but ang isang adult dog, tuturuan mo ng bagong tricks? Hindi. hindi na sila nagbabago. And number two that I learned is that workers in the Philippines, like employees, they don't respect a Filipino owner. Para tayo nasa colonial mindset. Kasi since sinakop tayo ng matagal ng mga foreigner, mas ginagalang nila kapag ang amo nila is foreigner. Pero pag Pilipino, parang minamalit nila, binibilitan nila, or naghahanap sila ng mali doon sa amo nila para patalsikin o pabagsakin or sa anything that they could do. Just to prove them like, Pilipino ka lang. You can never do it so far. Or you can do so much great things because you're just a Filipino. Especially if you're a woman. And another thing that I've learned is that evil is not something external, it's internal. It's something that inside of everyone, we have that evil part of ourselves. Hindi siya sa labas. Hindi siya external factor. Kasi akala ko dati, yung pagiging evil or pagiging masama is like, nagagawa lang natin yun because merong external stimulus na nag pupush natin ng gumawa ng masama. But, hindi eh. Nasa atin yung lahat. Nasa loob natin lahat. And we have the switch to on and off it when it's necessary. And Filipino, all of the Filipinos have this crab mentality. If they see you succeed or getting good in your craft, they have this sort of different things or different ways for you to drag you down or para pabagsakin ka. They're not gonna help you. If they see you struggling, they want you to struggle more. They want you to become helpless. Like them. They can help. Yeah, lagi ko naririnig na walang ibang tutulong sa sarili mo kundi ikaw. Pero hindi ko akalain na ganito ka-severe, ganito kalala. I've learned different things. Like starting on why I choose to open my business rather than working. Because yeah, I've learned the system. That system makes you, it is systemized to make you poor. Walang trabaho na nakadesign para yumaman ka. Every paycheck, every work is designed for you to stay on that mindset. It's like you're a rat na tumatakbo doon sa wheel. Like you're running and running endlessly and producing output in a good system. And yeah, I've learned that in a hard way. I was been an employee for 12 or 13 years until I decided to open my business. But to my surprise, ang hirap pala. Starting from opening the business, filing the taxes, and then you're double negative eh. Because yeah, you're gonna pay for a rent structure. Siyempre pag nag-rent ka, ipaayos mo pa yung structure. Pinaayos mo yung structure, um, bibili ka ng mga equipment na kailangan sa business, and then mag-provide ka ng taxes, nakatakot-takot ng mga taxes, the permit. Ang permit, hindi isa, hindi dalawa, di ba? Dami-dami yan. Dami na bayaran. From the barangay to LGU, to the nationals, to different private sector. Oh my gosh. Negative, negative na double negative. And then, maglalabas ka ng hindi lang talaga libo. For case scenario, that's the worst case scenario, it's millions. So um, it makes me feel so sad that in order for you to open a business and produce job in the Philippines, you have to capitalize that so much money that came from your time na winner mo nung bata ka, and then you're gonna see it losing for It's like you're betting and scatter. It's like that. And then, dyan pala mag-start yung problem. And then, one of the problem talaga na pinaka nahirapan ako in business is that the human resource. Kaya sabi ko sa sarili ko, kung mag-open ako ng business sa susunod, hindi, lilimitahan ko na may human resource. Lilimitahan ko na ang human. Human. Sila yung pinakamahirap i-manage sa lahat talaga. As in, sila yung pinakamahirap ispelingin, unawain, intindihin, pakisamahan. Kasi kahit yung sarili nila hindi nila maintindihan. So how would you gonna understand that? Eh sabi ko, susunod ng mga venture sana, napapasukin ko, yung kakailangan nilang ng tao pero isa, dalawa lang, pero hindi yung marami kasi ang hirap. Diba? Parang, I want to say na, you know, I've been doing this for you guys. And why are you all like that? Parang gano'n. Why you been thinking so bad to me na kung wala ako, wala kang trabaho, diba? And then, you're doing such evil thing on me. You know what? It's so hard to find a job. Ano eh, parang it answer my questions when I was young. Sabi ko dati, kasi I was a job seeker before. Then, nagbibilang kami ng mga poste sa daanan kasi ang hirap maghanap ng trabaho. Sabi ko noon, bakit ang hirap-hirap ang trabaho, hanap ng trabaho? And then, it answer my question right now. Mahirap maghanap ng trabaho dahil mahirap mag-open ng business. And every big business started with small one. And then, if they see you that you're struggling and starting with small, people, especially Filipino, is not gonna help you. So how would you give the opportunity to become big enough if on that very small, yung kapwa mo Filipino ay di ba, it's not gonna help you. Kaya pala, yung mga OFW sinasabi nila, nag-iingat sila sa kapwa nila Pilipino kasi yung kapwa Pilipino nila ang nagpapabagsak sa kanila or nagpapahirap sa kanila. It makes sense to me right now. Kasi if your fellow countrymen can do that such horrible act in foreign land, ano pa kaya dito sa sarili nilang local na land, diba? So, mas matapang sila. It's not hate. It's like a lesson that I have to learn in a very hard way or a very hard to swallow pill that I have to swallow it for me to proceed on the next level. What makes me really stagnant right now or not able to, for me to move is that ang hirap niya tanggapin. Parang all of my hopes when I was young is a lie. I have already, meron pa ako natutunan that man don't really care on everything except what you can bring to them. What value you could brought to them to add to their value that existing. If wala kang value, wala kang service na pwede may offer sa kanila, you're nothing. Even you're a wife. And so sad. Parang kills my hope when I was a child that kasi dati struggling ako kasi parang iniisip ko yung mga masamang tao sa paligid ko dati. Parang iniisip ko na sila lang yung masamang tao. Parang I was hoping that there are a lot of people out there who's really good or not gonna do this same shit to me. And I was getting older. I'm 27 years old right now. And it was a failure. It was like a disappointment that wala naman pala akong ganun na in-expect. Kasi a lot of factors, but you're gonna until you came on a very one answer that people only think about themselves. People always have the way to cheat and lie. What what makes you not to feel so heartbroken at hindi ka masaktan sa mga cheats and lies if you don't know it. And on my case, how would I never know that? I have the every ways and every ways to know it. I'm not someone that fools. You could fool me for one, two, three, but if I understand the pattern, there's no way for me to not know every lies and cheats. And yeah, it's a girl's instinct. We all know it, girls. Malalaman natin yun. Kaya paano kung hindi masasaktan? Kung malalaman ko, di ba? So, parang I was waiting for nothing. Or I was like, searching for nothing. Wala nang masasakit pa dun. Na naghanap ka ng bagay na wala naman. Nag-aantay ka ng bagay na wala naman. Kasi wala. Hindi ko um, pinapriorities ang ibang bagay na sobrang higit pa sa loyalty. I prioritize so much on loyalty. I given my utmost importance in loyalty. Loyalty is everything to me. Parang, di ba? Trust. It's the foundation of every relationship. Maybe it's an employee-employer relationship, a romantic relationship, a family relationship, any fucking relationship. Start with trust. And if that cement breaks, then it's like a glass that's shattered into pieces. Yeah, you can, continue this whole circus of this relationship, but you have to do this constant dikit ng dikit ng dikit ng pandikit para hindi na naman siya matuluyang mabroke o matear down. Like a constant reassurance or constant like, I'm not gonna, hindi na po ako magluloko, hindi na po ako ganyan, ma'am, hindi na po. And if one day feels na reassurance, bagsak na naman, wala na. So, mahalaga talaga yun. Trust and loyalty. So, why am I making this video? Because I want I want to remind myself in the future that it's so really hard for me to accept it all in a one bunch. Kasi I've started to learn this year, 2026. Starting from January. Until now, it's June. Parang, hindi ko naman siya natutunan ng isang bagsak. Yung whole bunch of info and whole bunch of lesson, kailangan ko siyang matutunan. Or kailangan kasi natutunan mo na. So ngayon, kailangan mo siyang tanggapin in a one sit for me to continue. Parang all of my childhood was a lie. All of my dreams since child was a lie or ang hirap pala. Kaya I'm not gonna, parang not gonna wonder na bakit sa mga susunod na taon hirap na maghanap talaga ng trabaho because a lot of investors or business owners ay sumusuko na. And yeah, given that AI is gonna, surpass the human work, job seeking on the following years will be gonna so hard. Even your college graduate. Especially in this economy and in this country. So I'm not surprised. I'm not gonna be surprised with a lot of students who's gonna travel abroad just to seek job because the opportunity here is so very high. If even you have the double degree and different degrees of what? Mas tayo lang din. Yeah. I hope I gonna, malampasan ko to para makatawid ako sa susunod na level. Kasi kung sabi ko sa sarili ko, if I gonna work, diba, like, sabihin natin, I'm gonna start it over again and I'm gonna work, I'm gonna go to a job. It was so very hard for me to perform it all kasi I've already not so awakened kasi iba na yun, hindi naman ako nag-astral projection. Mahirap na sa akin yun kasi I know the system. na hindi naman so much no, but I know that I'm not gonna be so rich and wealthy in working alone. And then, I will become part of the system na magpuproduce na naman ng bagong ganun kasi nga part ka nga ng system. Sabi ko nga, I don't want to engage in a business or na system or structure na parang nanloloko ng tao. Hindi ko talaga yan kaya. That's one of my principles. Hindi ko kaya manloko. So, if a design is like we're teaching kids or students become saying we're making empty promises like if you're gonna say if you're gonna finish the college and then maybe or no maybe they're very certain on that they're gonna say na pagtapos ka na ng college yayaman ka na o success ka na where ano yeah you know you don't you see you never see a lot of things because it happened behind closed doors. Yung yung ideya kasi ng success na pinapakita nila is not success at all. Given the fact that we define success differently, it wasn't a success. Hindi tingnan mo siya. Hindi lang siguro nagsasalita yung iba. So, let's say, a million students just graduated in college and then half of million passed the board exam. And after that, what's next? Only 5% of that population will land on a job related on their course. Others is like not related, course related. Or others like but what I'm very certain is that a lot of percentage on that board passer is standby. Or maybe no. Kasi the system is designed for you to become that way. So I don't want to become that part of the system. Maybe I will teach a student who is na mga children but on the higher education maybe I would muna parang lalaylo na muna ako masyado kasi hindi ko kaya yung mga ganung klase ng setup merong lies even it's a white lies ayoko ng parang ganun maybe we could do different things but not on that. Siguro, pag tuturo ka sa bata or simple human decency or character, maybe I could go with that. Even the salary is not so, maliit naman talaga ang sahod sa bansang to. Pero at least, di ba, may purpose ako doon. Pero kung ang purpose ko lang din naman di ba, ganun. Tapos, ang liit naman ang sahod. Maybe, wag na lang. Pero akala ko kasi, if I start the business, medyo okay. Pero ang sakit pala ha, ang sakit. Aba, kaya pala. Kala ko, uh, yeah, the purpose is there. Parang, ang wala dismay ako. Parang sabi ko, hindi na ako magtutuloy ng mga business na ganito na may human resource. Sila talaga una ko ililimit. Hindi na ako mag-business na may tao. Ang hirap nila ispilinin sa lahat. Ang hirap nilang paligayahin. Oh my gosh. I hope hindi lang naman kasi yung ibang audience dito. Yung audience ko rin yung sarili ko na future then in future. In my future self. Uh, I know we've been in a different struggle. Ito yung pinakamasakit ngayon. Kasi, ang paka-idealistic natin, meron tayong may pagka-hero archetype tayo. But, people feels us. They're not worth it na, ano, yung mga sinasabi mo like, you're gonna produce a lot of job. Let end it here. Okay? Maybe we could try different things na wala nang human resource. I refrain to give jobs. I don't want to give jobs anymore. Napaka-disappointed ko talaga. Dismayado ako. Sobrang dismayado ako. Maybe we should focus on ourselves. Kasi masyado na tayo nag-focus sa ibang tao and wala na tayong development and growth development sa sarili natin. So maybe we could focus on kasi yung pera na inopen mo ng negosyo is years mo siyang pinagtrabahuan. Kasi nga gusto mo yung ganun, di ba? Parang pangarap mo yun, di ba? Na makapagbigay ka ng trabaho sa mo. And then eto yung nangyari. Dismaya. Kakayanin ko to ngayon. Tatanggapin ko muna to ngayon. And I hope okay ka na dyan. Sa future sa ko, wag mo itong kakalimutan. Itong scenario na to. Nakakadismaya. Okay. Yeah, we could continue pa rin naman doing business but limit na natin yung tao, ha?